you ever thought about, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I going to work every day, not being appreciated, not being valued? Why am I chasing a check? Why am I not satisfied? There are so many people that I talk to that are working in cultures that they feel are just not the best for them. There was a study for Gallup that said 51% of employees say they are actively looking for a new job or watching for job openings. 51%, so that's half. So that means they're at a position, looking for a position currently because they're not satisfied where they are. Now, there are a lot of reasons why a person will leave a job: not enough money, not the work is, not what it is. But the biggest one is organizational culture. And when you look at the management of people, some people just really, they don't know how to appreciate people. They don't know how to talk to people. And some people are just tired of the disconnect. We all have to work to take care of our families and our livelihood. But it should be something more than that. Being able to come to work as your full self is a privilege. Being able to be appreciated for who you are is a privilege. A lot of people, when you ask them about their job, they don't talk about their personal life. It's just business, business, business. And they also don't talk about why they're valued or what specifically they bring to a team. When you look at coaches, man, I'm a certified Gallup strength coach, and my position in that position, we look at coaches, we look at how you do things. Well, really, culture in a nutshell is how we do things here. So we look at your norms, not just on paper. On paper, you can say we do these things. I remember I worked at a place where they had all of these values on paper, but they did not live them. And it felt disgusting. It felt very disgusting because on paper, you guys are this wonderful thing. On camera, you're saying you all of this stuff. But then the people who work there was like, when do y'all do this? I was like, I've never seen that. So to be able to live out the values that you have on paper is a wonderful thing, to be able to live the mission. And it's all about how you honor your people. It takes a level, and it starts with leadership. So when you look at organizational culture, as a Gallup strength coach, we can help in that area. Our approach is, of course, everyone takes the assessment, but then you have to do a deep dive to go through the assessment to really be more self-reflective. Now, when that shift happens, some people do not like being transparent, vulnerable, self-reflective. They just want to just come to work. And that's okay. That's your right. But to really be seen and appreciated, it has to take a level of making the space safe enough for that, and it has to be the desire of leadership. So when you look at strengths, one of the strengths that I'll just name one of them is achiever. With the achiever strength, that person has lists and they work hard naturally. Their incentive and their motivation is to get through their list. That's a natural trait of a person who has achiever in their top 5. So if you have somebody who works with you who has achiever, they're going to move that way. You might compare them to somebody else and like, why you not like them or they're meeting the mark? You have to know how people are wired. Some people, another strength is competition. With competition, when it's numbers to beat and things like that, that moves a person. Another one is significance. A significant person don't care about the numbers. What's the meaning behind it? Same with belief. So everybody has different Gallup DNA, and a manager who cares about his people will want to dig deep to understand what moves this person, why they're here, the bigger picture, but it also ties to the work you're doing. So if you're at a place in a leadership role and you want to dig deep and have a better understanding of your team, you want a better team, because when people are satisfied and connected and seen, work is more meaningful, it's better, it's less problems. If your team has become transactional, distant, you're not developing them, you're not nurturing that relationship, it's no wonder they're looking for other things. So some places are used to the high turnover, right? But some places really value people. And if you value people outside of paying them, it's all about how you appreciate them. So one question we ask leaders as a certified Gallup strength coach is, we'll ask a person like, what's something that you did that you were the most proud of since you've been working for this organization? And you have them hear it. And then the manager, like, did you know that? How did you reward them? Other thing, when you do something above and beyond, how's that treated here? So the basic level, how do you appreciate people? And these are just basic questions, but sometimes with organization, you got your 30-day, your 60-day, your 90-day. But outside of that, appreciation isn't part of the culture. Your life outside of work isn't part of the culture. And I feel in 2024, with the landscape shifting, people working from home now, and things like that, culture is something that really has to be respected and maintained. It's kind of hard to establish a culture if everybody works remotely. When you hit Zoom and you have a conversation, you have that, but the connection, it might not be, that's it. It's nothing beyond that.